Welcome to the big show and tell. I'm your co host, Kim White, and I'm here with the master givologist herself, Donna Bender. Donna, I'm so excited that you are bringing another show to the scene.
I am too, Kim, and I just want to welcome everybody and thank you for being here as my cohort in crime. But this is a great show, all about how sustainable branded merch and gifts can build your business. And there's a lot of great products and a lot of great information. So I'm very excited to talk about it.
Well, I think we should kick off because sustainable means a lot of different things, Donna. And I would love for you to kick off and kind of give a little definition, we'll call it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, Kim. So yes, sustainable means several different things. There's the sustainable environment, sustainable marketing, and sustainable products. And we're going to hit all three today and show how all of them can work together to build your business and build your relationships with your clients.
Love it.
Me too. So the first thing that I just want to talk about is, the differences between sustainable environment. Let's just talk about that for a minute. And that really focuses on renewable energy, renewable resources, carbon footprint, and all of the lingo that we hear about the environment. And companies incorporating eco-friendly practices in their operations, from supply chain choices to office energy policies. They can support nonprofit organizations that also support the environment. And the real important thing is to check out your clients' websites and see what their corporate policies are and see what they like and what they're supporting. And then you'll know more about the types of products that they might enjoy, especially if you want to give a great client gift that's sustainable. And we'll talk more about that even a little bit later. And sustainable marketing is marketing that lasts. Marketing that it just doesn't you don't just do one thing one month and another thing another month. It's really being clear and focused on what your message is and continuing to build upon that. And so that becomes sustainable. And of course, I love to talk about sustainable products because, Kim, I cannot tell you how much is in the industry now. And I think I have shared this before, maybe on another big show and tell, but 10 years ago, when I went to the PPAI show in January that I go to every year, there were two products that I came back with. One was a mug that was made out of corn, and another one was a pen that had a paper barrel. And that was it. And everybody said, oh, it's just a fad. I said, no, this is not going to be a fad. This is going to be a way of life. And truly it is. And so it is just so exciting to see the apparel and the drinkware and the bags and all of the things that we all know and love that, is a promotional product now made with sustainable fabrics and reusable second life packaging. There's so much that's out there now. So I think we should start and we can move right into the first segment on how do you know what type of sustainable branded product to choose? It's a two-part series.
Love it.
Today's Surprise and Delight marketing segment is part one of a two-part series on how to choose the right sustainable branded merch if you want to make an environmental impact. I often speak about the importance of choosing sustainable branded merchandise and gifts to bring visibility to your brand while also showing appreciation to your clients and employees. But if you're looking to make an environmental impact, how do you know what to choose? Where do you start? Well, Here are 2 of the 5 essential questions to guide your decision-making process. 1, is this product useful, durable, and designed to last? A great example is this Yeti Rambler tumbler and chug. This durable double-wall vacuum insulated tumbler is designed to last for years, making it a practical, long-term branded gift. And 2, what materials are used in the product, and are they renewable or responsibly sourced? This bamboo Bluetooth speaker is an eco-friendly speaker made from natural bamboo, a renewable resource. It combines sustainable materials with modern technology, making it an excellent choice for eco-conscious branding. So there are many branded products that could be made of sustainable materials while still providing value to your recipients. Part 2 is coming soon. Yeah, there's so much in there, Kim, and I think what I really want to do is just give a little tie-in to all 3 of those things: the environment and marketing and products, and obviously that's what the show is about. But it can mean protecting the planet, which is the environment, making sure that our marketing strategies have staying power, and creating products that leave a positive impact after they're used. And so that's how they all work together. And when you have clients that are really supportive of that, and I always say, how well do you know your clients? Get to know them, get to know some of the things that you probably wouldn't have done before, but business is changing, and we really need to find out and dive deeper into who our clients are and see how we could support their efforts and show them how much we value what they stand for. I don't know why I just got melty on that. Well, let's look at the first product reel, and that'll give us a lot of different ideas. Well, I don't know about anybody else, but I'm inspired.
Me too.
Oh my gosh. I love that reel. I love how it shows how all those products can be part of someone's lifestyle. And, and just amazing at the breadth of product. And one of the items that we showed in that product reel is this fabulous light. Okay. It is I got to get it right in front of the camera. It's a fan, and it's made out of like Tyvek paper, and you close it. It's actually like a bamboo screen, and you can charge it, and it's just a great piece to keep out. It's great for night light. It's great to have on your night table. It really is a wonderful little piece, and made out of bamboo. So that's just one example. And then this one, Kim, also I wanted to show. This one has my name, but I had done these for clients where it's a wooden base and it has 5 different blocks. Their name was on the front, and on the back of it, I had a quote that said, "If you believe business is built on relationships, make building them your business," by Scott Stratton. And just with a word, "thank you," on the back. And then the other parts of the blocks have oh my goodness, I can't even think of the word, but loyalty, commitment, trust, clarity, all inspiring words that, if you turn it any which way, you can get inspired every day.
Can you take one of the blocks and put it by the camera?
Absolutely.
That way, yeah, because it's beautiful. I've seen it in person and it's really nice.
And then it has transparency. I mean, there were a lot of words, and I just felt that this was such a nice gift, and it's different and unique, and that's what I love doing. And so there's so much in terms of sustainable products now to do it with, so it's exciting. The other thing I just wanted to mention is that we have a couple of holidays that we want to acknowledge this month. And I'm not dressed in any costumes. I'm just like, saying that outright. But on October 1st, Kim, it's a great holiday that I think a lot of people love. International Coffee Day is October 1st. And there's so much about coffee and all different things that you could do with coffee. And we have our chugs that are filled with coffee.
It's an extra coffee day.
And you don't have to keep going to the kitchen because you could just pour it into your mug.
And it's a co-branded product. We want to make sure you can see that too. Well, there it is. It's a Yeti co-branded with us. So
yes,
that to me is pretty exciting.
I just wanted to throw out a couple of stats that I thought were interesting, that the average annual coffee consumption is estimated at 88.8 gallons per person during the year. And surprise rankings, the U.S. only ranks 22nd to 25th in per capita coffee consumption. The number 1 country is Finland. Isn't that amazing? And so you go, well, what's so important about International Coffee Day? Well, there's a lot of ways to celebrate it and come up with ideas that you can give to your clients. And I just want to give one. You could give them, you could do branded products for them, okay, with their logo on it, not just your logo on it, or co-brand it. You could put your logo on one side and another logo of theirs, especially if you're giving to an office, because people always say, what do you give to people in the office? We work with so many people, and there are, like marketing agencies that have 40 different people that might work on one product and one program for someone, and you want to thank them all. I find that something like that would be great. There's also, I'm going to show this again a little later, but you could take a mug and fill it up with some candy and put a little cellophane on it, and you can drop this off to a client. You can also give it to your employees. So there's a lot of different ways that you can celebrate National Coffee Day, International Coffee Day. What do you think, Kim?
I think give me the coffee all the time.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. You could drop off a mug with some coffee in it. If your clients like K-Cups, put some K-Cups in it. If they like brewed coffee, put some great ground beans if they they grind them, or ground coffee. I think it's a great thing to celebrate. So
well, Donna, you have had some like gift boxes as well that you have put together or helped put together for clients that had different kinds of coffee in there. Mm-hmm. I just want to say that too. If you think enough ahead, you can get one of those gift boxes with the variety if you don't know what they drink.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And putting it in a nice custom box, has just a little bit of some pizzazz, adds some pizzazz to it. or just one of the colors of your brand and tie it up with a great bow. There's a lot of things you could do. And I just, I love sharing ideas with everybody.
Nobody can tell you're excited.
Let's go to part 2, Kim, of how do you know what sustainable products to choose? Today's surprise and delight marketing segment is part 2 of a 2-part series on how to choose the right sustainable branded merchandise if you want to make an environmental impact. And what question should you ask? So question number 3 is, if there's proof that this product was made from recycled materials. Well, this particular tote bag comes with a hang tag that says aware, and it lets you know that there was a tracer detected in the product. It also gives you the website so you can follow the true story. And it's a stylish and responsible choice for promoting your brand. Number 4, is there a more sustainable alternative to this backup charging product that serves the same purpose? Yes. A solar-powered power bank, instead of using traditional power and electricity, uses renewable energy, providing a more sustainable option for charging devices on the go. And number 5, is the product designed for easy disassembly, recycling, or composting at the end of its life? Well, this book, the cover and the paper, is made from, apple pulp and other vegetable fibers that are ground and emulsified into an organic material. So if these are uncharted waters for you, do not fear. It's like everything else in life. It takes time to learn a new language. Hopefully, by having a few questions answered, you have a better understanding how to use sustainable products to market your business and make an environmental impact. Yes, it's true. And, a couple of the things that, that I was showing and talking about, I had mentioned, getting to know your clients and getting to know certain things about them. And one of the things, as I said, you can check their website. You can align with their values by knowing what they are. And you can think longevity, because is the item useful and designed to last? And so when you take the time to look for the right sustainable product, this could be something that your client will use over and over and over again, so that every time they look at it, they think of you. So that's another great reason to find something that's sustainable.
The longer they keep it, the more sustainable it is as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, Kim, we have another fun little holiday coming up. And on October 3rd, for instance, we have World Smile Day. It's such a, you sit there and go, oh. But I have to tell you, Kim, there's something about smiling to people when they least expect it that can change the trajectory of someone's day, and one of the things, and there is a science behind it. The science behind it, it's just like when you're giving a gift and the person receiving it, it's the same thing. You're giving a smile, the person's receiving it, and it starts working on your serotonin and your endorphins, and it makes people feel good. So they smile. And so, one smile can affect, I'm sure, hundreds of thousands. And I don't have a stat on that, but I am going to find out exactly what one smile can do. But if you smile at 2 people, look, those 2 people now are smiling. So I just want everybody to be aware. And if you're wondering, what could you possibly give on World Smile Day? Here's a couple of different ideas. This is a fabulous little stress toy. That is one of our, emoji faces, our emoji smile faces. And this is the kiss. And it's one of those that I love playing with. You know, it has a gel feel and it has an outside cover. It's soft, it's squishy. It's a great stress toy. So I hope you got a good look at it. It's really cute. And the other thing you could do, make smiley face socks, you know. It's fun. Socks are fun and certainly will put a smile on people's faces. So those are a couple of ideas. What do you think, Kim?
I think they're awfully cute and I need some smiley socks. I think we need to head over to a little word about corporate training and about the team, what your team can do for major companies even.
Making sales and staying in business is more important than ever in today's fast-paced world. And I hear the buzz around the executive boardrooms. How do we get our teams to hit our sales numbers? What can we do to stay ahead of our competition, keep clients loyal, and multiply referrals? Sound familiar? As Vice President of Merchandising at Calvin Klein and Director of Sales at Salvatore Ferragamo, I learned the secrets of using the right branded marketing, which opened the door to also consult for Eddie Bauer, Laura Ashley, Major League Baseball, and New Balance. Working with branding and marketing legends for several decades enabled me to help hundreds of corporate clients and their teams design customized plans that increased sales, saved time, and eliminated the common challenges hindering growth. Our corporate training program can strengthen your brand presence, amplify visibility, and foster meaningful connections with your right audiences, so you can stop spending money on inefficient marketing that wastes valuable time and money. Let's change that conversation in the boardroom. I'm Donna Bender. Contact my team today to discover how our tailored approach can transform your company's performance, increase your business, and position you ahead of the competition too.
Yeah.
Well, Donna, one of the things that I feel like you get asked a lot, and it can like pertain to sustainability or otherwise, I'm going to say that, but it's the difference between giveaways or branded products and gifts. What is the difference between corporate gifting and giving something away like you showed at the trade show or an event? So I think this is going to be an important conversation.
Well, you know, my love is working with teams and, you know, teaching them all the different things that they could do that they may not be thinking about right now, because a lot of stuff is done digitally. Let's face it, you know, we got ChatGPT now, you know, that we have social media, we have texting, everything is done digitally. And so the part that I love to bring to the table is, you know, working with teams to show them how touching something, you know, and having that rapport with another person and getting them to receive a gift and opening it up and putting a smile on their face. It's that way to grow and build long-lasting relationships that I don't think all the time people are focused on that. And so my whole thing is working with them and showing them how easy it is to put a plan in place that can work like clockwork. It can work almost like digitally, but it has a human touch to it.
I love how you plan strategically, I'll say.
Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Kim. So, I don't know what happened to my pictures on the side, but we do have another segment, Kim, that will answer, I think, a lot of questions, and people ask me this all the time, is what is the difference between a gift and a giveaway?
Differences between a gift and a giveaway. A giveaway is typically a branded or promotional product that is given away freely at events, conferences. They could be used for direct mail campaigns, and it could be an assortment of various products: baseball caps, shirts, bags, totes, drinkware, pens, notepads. These products that could be in full view and seen by a large audience, and some of them the best forms of outdoor advertising. So what is the number one reason to use a giveaway? It is to market your company, to increase your brand awareness and your clients' brand loyalty. Did you know that North American businesses spend over $20 billion on branded and promotional products each year? Why? Because they know that using the right branded product increases brand awareness. It helps you stand out from your competition. It builds long-lasting relationships and increases your revenue. A gift, on the other hand, is about the recipient. What would they like? Not necessarily what you would like or you would like to receive. I'm often asked if a client's gift should be branded with a company logo. And I say this: ask yourself this question. If a vendor or business associate were to give you a special gift, say crystal candlesticks or a crystal vase with their company logo smack in the middle of it, would you use it? Or would you put it away in the back of a closet or drawer? In full disclosure, I do have to say I have clients who like their logo on specific gift items, and that is fine. I am not the logoed gift police. My intent is to share information from research and case studies on some of the benefits of strategic gifting. When you give a gift, you want to ensure it is the right gift for a specific recipient. Why? Because what you give is an example of your core values and what you bring to the relationship. It's a demonstration and an extension of who you are. Personalizing a gift with the recipient's name, which I shared about a few weeks ago, is a great way to show your clients how much you appreciate them and your relationship. So if you're undecided as to whether you should brand or not brand a gift, remember this: a gift is about the recipient. And if it is the right gift, given with the right intention, they will remember you, whether your logo is on there or not.
You know, Kim, and I am a walking, I'm a walking person. I'm having a hard time remembering words today. Oh my goodness. I'm a walking example of somebody who has given out gifts without my logo on it. And one in particular is I love giving blankets as gifts. And I didn't put my logo on the blanket. I put it in a beautiful keepsake box with tissue paper and a big wire bow. And I delivered them locally to several clients and business associates. And it didn't matter that I didn't have a logo on it, because I still have people today saying, every time I use that blanket, I think of you. And so that's what you want. You want the person to remember you. And a lot of times it's about you and your client. It may not always be about the company and the client. And so that's what makes it personal, is when you think of gifts as giving a gift, without your logo, it's a real gift. And again, I'm not the logo police. I have clients who love putting their logo on gifts, and I think it's fine. I'm just showing everybody that there's options.
I love the options, Donna, and I think my blanket that you gave me, I love. I use it even when it's hot in the summertime. We'll snuggle up under the air conditioning if we have to. It's so nice. So yes, a blanket is a great gift.
Thanks. I love hearing how, people enjoy a blanket, because it just gives, it's like giving a hug. Blankets are a wonderful gift. And now they've made them out of reusable yarns and fabrics and things that have been recycled, and they're just as soft. That is the most mind-boggling thing to me, is I have actually felt them. And I kid you not, how soft that over the years that they have been able to work with all these different things to soften the plastic bottles into these beautiful blankets.
the coffee bean and plastic bottle one is the one that blows my mind of the material. It is so soft.
I know. It's wonderful. So, Kim, we have another little holiday coming up. One of my favorites, I must add, on October 13th. It is National M&M Day. And I'm so excited about this. These have been sitting on my desk all day. I haven't had one yet, Kim. I might cheat before the end of the show. But, you know, M&M's is a candy that is well loved by many, many, many people. And there actually are some interesting facts about a few little factoids about it. The slogan, "They melt in your mouth, not in your hand," was debuted in 1949, which obviously became a massive success. And the red M&Ms were temporarily replaced in 1976 due to the red dye scare, but they made a comeback in 1987. And there are 63 kinds of M&Ms, and all the colors taste the same. Just saying. And so now you're saying, okay, well, how can M&Ms help me with gifts for my clients? So let me show you a couple of things. First of all, you could get a nice little candy dish and put the M&Ms inside and either put it in a box or put it in a cellophane wrapper. And the whole thing is M&Ms is a food. And so when the food is gone, you know, this way, when they have something else, they'll remember you. And this is another example. This is a coffee mug that we talked about before for an International Coffee Day. Now you can put M&Ms inside and put it in a nice little cellophane with a ribbon. And you could drop this off to your clients. You could give them these to employees. They don't cost a lot, but they say a lot. And that's what all these little holidays mean. So
I have to say that one in particular makes my heart happy because that's one of the event mugs we gave out to the speakers for the Fierce Entrepreneur Summit.
Yes, it
Donna helped us get those for our speakers. So Donna, I love that mug.
I do too. And I thought you'd get a kick out of the fact that I used that one. You know?
I do.
So we have another wonderful product reel, and this one is particularly very interesting. So stay tuned.
Everything is repurposed and recycled and secondary used and all. Everything is 1 piece minimum. Okay. No setup fee.
Oh my God, they're back.
48-hour turnaround time on all orders. Everything includes full color, full bleed. There's no run charges or any of that.
Oh my gosh.
The box turns into a bird feeder.
Perfect. Yes. Once you open it and remove the bottle, speak low, you can turn it into a bird feeder. You just have to use 3M on the base. Put it here.
Thank you.
And you birds death. Thank you.
Kim, I got to tell you, that product, that whole thing with Second Life packaging really made an impact on me. And to the point is, this is the bottle that comes in the box that turns into a bird feeder. And I have it live to show you.
Wow.
I mean, this box, this comes in the box, but then when you're done with the box, you can turn it into a bird feeder, and the seeds go in here and just put it outside on a table, and voila. I think it is so ingenious. And the fact that the company, they do it with all of their products. And I love the bottle. I love the laser engraving on it. And it's a tumbler that can be used for hot or cold.
Very nice. I was at a private show and tell with Donna with her clients and saw that for the first time and was in awe. Still in awe, Donna.
Thank you, Kim. Thank you. And when it just is a great idea. And I'm sure that more and more people in my industry are going to be doing the same, as well as other manufacturers where, all the, look what they're doing with plastic bottles now. So everything else they're going to find some other use for, which is exciting.
Very
So, Kim, there is one more segment that I wanted to talk about, and this is part 3 of a series that I had done in the last couple of months, and it's all about what are the 3 marketing principles essential to building your business. And the first 2 was reach. How are you going to reach your clients? What are you going to do for them to notice you? Then it's recall is, whatever you're doing, are they going to remember you? And now today we're going to talk about react.
Today's Surprise and Delight marketing segment is on the last of the 3 R's of marketing, react. React is the desired action you want your audience to take after they've seen or heard your message. Over the last 2 weeks, I've discussed the first 2 stages, reach and recall. All 3 are critical in evaluating the overall impact and success of your branding, messaging, and marketing campaign. Reach is the total number. How many people or eyes will be exposed to your brand or marketing message? Recall is the ability of your specific audience to remember your brand. In other words, it measures how well your message sticks in people's minds. And react, let's say that is the ROI for all of your time, money, and effort. React is critical. It's the ability to influence consumer behavior and convert that into tangible results. Perhaps you want them to sign up for a newsletter, visit your website. Maybe it's to build brand awareness. And yes, you may want them to make a purchase. React is essential because it can significantly influence customer satisfaction, loyalty, and advocacy. If customers have a positive experience with your product and feel satisfied with their purchase, they are more likely to become repeat buyers and may recommend your brand through word-of-mouth marketing. To sum this all up in a beautiful bow, an important goal in marketing is to create memorable and impactful campaigns that reach a broad audience, leave a lasting impression that people will recall, and direct your specific audience to react and take action, resulting in your desired outcome.
So if I could do a recap, Kim, like I do, I like to talk about branding, messaging, and marketing and making it simple. The 3 R's are reach. How many people are exposed to your brand or message? Recall. How well your audience remembers your brand and message? And react is inspiring your audience to take the next step. And I think that is the desired result that we all want from our marketing. And really, you should look at recall as the ROI to all of your marketing efforts, because the first 2 are necessary, but it's the react. I'm sorry, the react is where it is the ROI, because you want them to purchase your product or service. So if everybody could just remember 3 steps when they're planning on a marketing campaign, or they're even looking for giveaways for trade show items. Your first introduction to the audience is what you give out at a trade show. Okay. So if you give out something that is nice, reusable, it doesn't have to cost a lot of money, whether it's reusable or not, that's their first, coming in contact with you. So then after they get the product, they come home and they can remember, they look at it and, oh yeah, I really like this company. Let me call them up and, you know, talk to them about some of their products and services. So that's what everybody wants.
I think the 3 R's are pretty sexy for marketing, Donna.
And it's not reading, writing, and arithmetic.
That's right. That's right.
Well, Kim, we have another, it's an awareness month, October. And October is breast cancer awareness. And it's a pretty important, you know, thing for everybody to be aware of and to remember. And so we have just a little slide about it, but I want to talk about how everybody could get involved in some type of an awareness program. And just to give an example, I was the director of women's division for the Plano Chamber. And one year I did these pink sunglasses, and I have my logo on the side. Now, these are okay to put your logo on, not the Ray-Bans.
And you've heard Donna's other to brand or not to brand, I believe, is the one that she talked about not branding the Ray-Bans.
Exactly. Thank you, Kim. And this little guy, gosh, I always have this, is a great fun little pen. It has a cape. It's a pink one. Again, just a great giveaway at a race or a meet or to volunteers who are helping at the event. These pencils that I have shown before, but this one is the pink one. The cape is an eraser. So it's even getting kids involved in being aware of Breast Cancer Awareness Day. And something else I've done is on one year, this is little pink case has cable connectors in here. It was just something to put on everybody's place, you know, at the event. And then right after COVID, when we started going back to being at live events, I did these pink camo masks just as a way of reminding people before everything became so controversial. But I love the pink camo. And then there's always socks. This one is done in reverse with a ribbon is white, but socks are a great thing to give. And I got to tell you, I love this idea. For anybody who is supporting a race or any organization who has a lot of volunteers and people who are walking in teams, having a cooling towel in pink with your messaging on it for all of the people who are participating. This is a great item for all of those things that are coming up.
So 5Ks, 10Ks, half marathons, any of the parade kinds of events. I just think there's a lot of events that those are good for.
Yes, and just a quick little history even on breast cancer and how it started out as a month-long event and then turned into what it is now. And this happened in 1985. And in 1993, it was Evelyn Lauder and Self Magazine that popularized the pink ribbon. And I didn't know that little bit of history until I, you know, wanted to talk more about it for the show. So I think that there are ways, you know, people say, well, you know, I don't know how to get involved in that, you know, in breast cancer awareness. There is a lot of ways to support your clients who are involved. Your clients may have a race going on. You could give them gifts. This bag, this is a great bag. This is like a yoga bag, but you could put anything in it. And it says, "Strong women never go out of style."
I love that.
Another melty moment for me, Kim.
Well, and Donna, I know I have seen like whole construction companies, construction crews who have been touched by a family member that has had breast cancer, that they all will wear pink hard hats.
Yep.
Or, you know, there's pink safety vests and things like that are not the usual, and it really does make it stand out and make it truly an awareness. So that is another way to help, I think.
Absolutely. And you know, pink is a big color in men's shirts, you know, and it's like, you know, that whole concept of you got to be, you know, be a strong man and wear pink for breast cancer awareness. You know, there's a lot of things you can do just to show your support. So we have one more product, Real Kim, and on some more wonderful sustainable products. There is no shortage, Kim.
No, there is not.
And that's the thing that is just it. You know, I've been in the industry for 20 years, and I am blown away by what I see every year, starting in January at the big trade show. And so I'm sure to everybody else, it is overwhelming. And a lot of people don't know what to do. They might want to go that route, but they don't know how. And that was really the reason for this particular big show and tell, was to be able to share with everybody more information about it. And so if anybody has questions still, obviously, on how do you know what to choose? What are some suggestions you might have? You know, this is the type of client that I have. Can you help me? Please feel free to reach out to me, and I will be more than happy to help guide you through the process. And as I said in one of the segments, you know, it's like learning a whole new language. And it's not everybody's everyday business, but a lot of people want to make that leap, but don't know how. And so I'm hoping that there was enough information that we shared today that people will get more ideas and be able to make those decisions.
I'll tell you, Donna, one of the things that I appreciate so much about you is the fact that you scour all the trade shows. You travel and go to the places and find all the amazing things. And then you bring it back to all of us who are clients and looking for those great things. So I want to say thank you out loud, because you find all kinds of wonderful things for us, and we appreciate it.
Well, thank you, Kim. Thank you for saying that. It is a passion of mine, you know, and this is my wheelhouse. You know, it might not be everybody's wheelhouse, and that's the reason why I love that's the reason why I love to, you know, work with people and help them get the right branded product to help grow their business.
Very, very good. Well, Donna, speaking of getting the right products, I think that there is something in this last segment that I'm very appreciative of the understanding. You have a different understanding than most about the difference between, you know, going out prospecting for new clients and really increasing the business with your old clients that you already have.
Yep. And this will be the beginning of the conversation, Kim.
Okay.
Surprise and delight marketing segment will be about client retention versus client acquisition. There's so much I want to share, so let's see how many factoids I can get out in 3 minutes or less, starting right now. True or false? It costs up to 7 times more to acquire a new customer than to retain an old one. True. A returning client already trusts your brand and likes your products. Therefore, the best form of marketing is to show your appreciation, to say thank you and let your clients know you're thinking about them, and to surprise and delight them with a gift. Think of this type of marketing as a reinvestment in your business. It's not a frivolous expense, and it's easier to increase your ROI by nurturing your relationship with your existing clients. True or false? Loyal customers generate more revenue each year that they stay with a company. True. Statistics indicate that a 5% increase in customer retention increases profits by 25 to 95%. Why? Well, returning clients tend to buy more from a company over time, which increases their lifetime value. And loyal customers refer others to your company, increasing your business and profit margins. True or false? 25% of a company's business comes from existing clients. False. 65% of a company's business comes from existing clients, and companies that focus on retaining their customers record up to 60% more profits than their competitors. You may be shocked when you hear this next statistic. I know I was. 44% of companies have a greater focus on acquisition versus 16% that focus on retention. I think I know. It's because it's easier to do what we already know. But I have good news, an easy way to be able to build long-lasting relationships, retain loyal clients, and increase your referrals, all by showing your clients how much you appreciate them, is through a strategic giving plan. The happier your customers are, the more willing they are to promote your brand, and the faster other people catch on, so the faster your business grows. Showing your clients you appreciate them and surprising and delighting them with a thoughtful gift, whether tangible or intangible, is not only the right thing to do for your clients, it's the financially savvy thing to do for your business. It's a win-win. Any company of any size can benefit from a strategic giving plan. And you can express your gratitude all year long, not only on birthdays and anniversaries. Think of like National Pizza Day, which shows them you're thinking of them and keeps you top of mind. Remember, it costs 7 times more to acquire a new client than retaining your current clients. So spend your money wisely and surprise and delight your current clients. This is a proven strategy to increase client retention, build brand loyalty, grow your business, and stand out from your competition. When your client needs a product or service that you offer, who are they going to call? Ghostbusters? Just kidding. You want them to think of you. Ghostbusters.
You want them to think of you. That's the line I took from the whole thing. You want them to think of you.
You do. And, this whole thing is a great way to tie a big bow over our conversation, Kim, because one of the things that, we talked about is getting to know your clients better, finding out if they are looking for sustainable types of products, if they support that, doing a little bit of research on your current clients, which could help you retain them. And then knowing a little bit more when you choose, when you choose a gift, it's something that can support what's important to them. And it's just another way of retaining the clients you already have. Because when you want to go out and get new clients, you're doing research about the new clients. Why not research the clients you already have, the ones that support you, the ones that will give you a shot on a new product more than a new client? So there's so many reasons why, you can to retain your clients. And this is the whole thing on sustainability is just another way to help you with that.
Well, is sustainability about keeping your clients?
Yes. So now we have sustainable environment, sustainable marketing, sustainable products, and sustainable clients. And there we go.
It just crossed my mind for the first time today.
Yeah, it's so funny you said that because the thought popped into my head and popped out very quickly earlier. So I'm glad you brought it up.
Well, I will say that if you do not already have a plan in place for, acknowledging your clients, acknowledging your team, your employees, whatever it is, whoever it is, I should say, then contact Donna, because Donna's got simple ways that she can help you get started. I think when you are at a high level, Donna can help you like even up level, because I'm always in awe to see the things that she's doing behind the scenes of the things just that she's done for her clients, from all the way from jewelry, beach towels, like I'm thinking of all the things, tumblers and bags, but she's got some amazing things that are also, I don't know, they're very, I want to say bougie, Donna, but that's not really the luxury, very luxurious perception wise that don't actually cost a lot. So I think that's an important thing, to go to someone who knows what they're doing, and that's Donna. So.
Thank you, Kim. I greatly appreciate that. And, you know, and that's the whole thing. As I said earlier, all of this information isn't in everybody's wheelhouse. Everybody's concentrating on what they do well for their business. But at the end of the day, everybody has clients. And so if, you know, if what I'm speaking about today on sustainable products and all of that is not something people are, you know, comfortable with or familiar with, this is where, you know, I feel that my years of marketing and branding come into play, because I just love sharing information, and there's always more information to be had. So I like to try to explain it so everybody can understand.
Well, and one last like embarrassing moment for you, and I'm sorry I keep embarrassing you, but being the VP of Calvin Klein, two of Calvin Klein's companies, being director at Ferragamo, little things like that in the branding legends world, I think gives you so much inside connection to knowing how to really help a business grow, from choosing well the branded products or merch, as you call that, or
Yes.
gifts. So
yeah, and again, it's not always about increasing someone's budget. It's about changing your strategy. And so that is going to be something I say a lot of, Kim. And, you know, and, you know, I'm not talking about it, you know, you're going from $1 pen to a $5 item. Yes, of course, you're going to increase your budget, but it's not going to break the bank. The thing is, why go to the $5 item at a trade show giveaway, or $3 item instead of $1 item? It's the strategy behind it, because again, it's reach, recall, and react. So think about all the events you have, the giveaways you want to give out. Just think about those three things when you're making your selections.
all great points, Donna. Thank you for another great show. We'll be back in September on the 30th.
The 30th?
Next big show and tell. You'll find us right here. And Donna,
you know
thank you.
I want to thank you, Kim, but you know what I say, be there or be square.
That's right. That's right. And subscribe to the channel, because here's the thing. You can go back and see the playlist of all the past shows and be notified when this one. So click that subscribe button as we head out the door today.
Well, Kim, thank you so much. And if that's it, that's a wrap, and bye for now.